everyone, good morning. Welcome to Wake Up with Glama. So we're going to try this one more time. I think the internet might be working for me right now. It's hit or miss whether it continues to work. I'm in my beauty room right now. Thought I would try it again. I tried it this morning and it just kept going in and out. So every time I would say something, it would just keep going out. I'm still in my robe even though it's, I don't even know what time it is. It's 1:04. Girl in her game says, hey Glama, hi. So I'm still in my robe because I've been working in here on the computer on my other channels, been editing some footage that I need to put up here soon, and I've been babysitting this little one, so I just haven't had a chance to go up and shower and change and stuff. So we're gonna try this again. Hi Julia, you joined me again. I know you tried to be in the live session this morning and it just wasn't cooperating, was it? Good to see you again. Girl in her game says it's okay. I'm still in mine as well. Working at home too. Yeah. See, and even though we stay home, it doesn't seem like we're doing anything, but I am constantly working on all of my channels, answering comments, editing, filming, on all the social medias, answering comments and stuff. So you're in your robe too, Julia? Yay, the robe sisters. Anyone that comes in here that's not in their robes, go get your robes on. Even if it's over your clothes, we can all kind of have like a little pajama party. Even the baby's in her little onesie still. She's still in her onesie. Look, can you see yourself? She says, mine is Scentsy. I stay full blast with that. LOL. Look at her dancing. Are you dancing? Are you dancing? And there's Paris over there snoozing. So I know she's going to get fussy in a little bit, so I've got a bottle ready for her. She's been playing on the floor. There's toys everywhere. You see the toys behind me? She's been on the floor playing. Suzanne Baker says, hi, y'all. Oh, hiya. Little one is so cute. Aw, did you hear that? They said you're so cute. Yes, they did. She's beautiful as always. Thank you. She's a little handful, but she's a gorgeous little handful. So I'm just going to stay on rather short today, not as short as this morning. This morning I was on for 5 minutes, and I think only 2 minutes of the session actually showed up. So I just went ahead and deleted it, and I thought I'll try it later because the internet just wasn't working. My desktop is hooked up straight to, I don't know all the geeky gadget talk or whatever, but it's hooked up straight to whatever it is that makes the Wi-Fi go or whatever, and so that works well, but there's no camera on that monitor. But the Wi-Fi on my phone just keeps going in and out ever since we moved here. So the Wi-Fi is super fast when I want to upload my YouTube videos to YouTube. It's like cut it in like, I don't know, it's like 99% faster, but the Wi-Fi keeps going in and out on my phone. Julia says, have health problems, stay that way when I don't feel good. Oh, okay, so you're not having a good day today, so you stay in your robe. You know, I stay in my robe because I work from home. I kind of stay in my pajamas. Like you saw me yesterday, I had on my pajama pants, and I was still doing stuff around the house. That doesn't mean that we're lazy or that we're not doing anything. We still are productive women, right? We just... If you're not going anywhere, why wear tight jeans or why be uncomfortable? Oh, the baby, no, the baby wants to go night-night again, I think. I've kept her awake for a while, playing on the floor and stuff. What? What? Little Miss Fussy Pants? Julia says, amen, right? So, I mean, I know that my family, like my son, you know, he knows that I don't go to an actual secular job or anything. And, you know, he probably thinks, well, mom's home all the time, not doing anything. But I'm working. You almost tend to work more when you work at home or when you have your own business because there's no time clock that you need to go and stamp. So she is noisy. So you end up working later, like last night. I went to bed around 10:30, 11. Oh, you know, that's what she's doing. She's putting herself to sleep. She does that when she wants to go to sleep. she'll just go, which is really funny because that's how I used to put Finesse to sleep. I used to actually make this exact same little thing. I would go, and that would put Finesse to sleep. And I don't even think anyone taught this one that. I think she just started doing that on her own, just putting herself to sleep like that. So anyway, what I was saying is you tend to work more when you work for yourself, because the office is always here. And you end up putting in more hours. So last night I went to bed about 10:30, 11, maybe 12, I don't know. Couldn't sleep, thinking about things. So I got up and watched a little TV, came in here and started producing a video and stuff. Oops, if my robe opens, please excuse me. I know it won't open enough that anything will show, but just excuse it if it does. We're all women here, right? Unless Daniel shows up. I forget his last name, Daniel something. And then there was a Trevor, but it's actually Vanessa, so most of us are women in here. So I've got 8 people watching. Oh, the baby, you want your bubba? Do you want your bubba? Yes, that'll help. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, let me get some comments. Grasa says, hi Glama and Zoe, good morning. Over here it's 7 p.m. Can't have my PJs on. Yes, you can. I know that Finesse, like when we're out shopping and stuff and we get home like at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, she comes home, throws her clothes on, throws her bra off, and gets her PJs on. PJs, I said BJs. PJs on, and she's just comfy. And sometimes I do the same thing. If I'm not going out again, I'll just put my PJs on early and be comfy. Yay for comfy. Henrietta says, hi Glama, I wanted to know if you had a pattern or video for a nose warmer. You mean a nose warmer hat, like those ski masks where all you see is the eyes and the mouth? If that's what you're talking about. No, I don't. But if that's not what you're talking about, I've never heard of a nose warmer. I'll have to look that up on Google and see if see what that looks like. Julia Culvert says, I clean house and, oh, it just skipped up because someone left a comment. I clean house and in mine too. So you clean your house in your robe, yeah. Girl, I'll just say girl instead of saying girl in her games. Girl says, my husband and I was just talking about that last night. He said, your job is harder than mine. I get to punch out of my job. Exactly. And people don't realize that. Just because you work at home, it's harder. You put in more hours. And my husband used to do that too. He used to work for himself. And he said he put in way too much hours. And he was a workaholic when he used to work for himself. Now he goes to work. And I'm sure mentally he still brings some of the work home to kind of try to resolve whatever issues he was having at work that day. He's a programmer, and so he works for a company, and it's a stressful job, and so he has a lot of responsibility. And so I know that he probably comes home and whatever problem wasn't able to be resolved that day, he's probably still thinking in his head how to go about it the next day. So, but he does say that he worked a lot more and was a workaholic when he worked for himself. Let me see. So it's so true. Suzanne Baker, hi. Me and my daughter have done late night shopping in our PJs. Really? I see people doing that. I still don't have the guts to do that, to go out in my PJs to Walmart or Target or anything. I don't know. I was always raised that when you go out and about and run errands to look your best, that's how I kind of was raised by my mom. And so when I go out and about, I try to look decent. but yay for you. I wish I could do that. Maria says hi to you and Zoe. Hi. She's watching. She's watching herself. Henrietta says to just cover the nose. Oh, kind of like I've never heard of that. What I'm thinking in my head right now, what I'm envisioning is like those hospital masks. But maybe I'll just have to look it up. My friend at the Kingdom Hall gets really cold on her nose, and she asked me last night if I could make one for her. Wow, I am definitely, when I get off of this live session, I'm definitely going to go Google a crocheted nose warmer and see what they look like. Maybe I can come up with an easy pattern for you. Girl says, I have went to Walmart in my footed PJs in the middle of the night because my daughter got sick and didn't have the meds on hand. Haha. Yeah, probably for something like that, I might run out to the store if I absolutely don't have time. But knowing me, more than likely, I would still throw some jeans on or leggings or something. Because to me, leggings are... Ooh, she's falling asleep. To me, leggings are just as comfy as PJs. Oh, the baby going night-night. Yeah. I love you. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Night-night, baby. Go night-night now. Okay, let me see what I missed. Suzanne says, so was I, but after a long day running after 5 children, PJs covered all ends. It's too late to get dressed again, so we didn't. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think anything negatively when I see people in their PJs. I don't know, I just can't do it. I haven't gotten there yet. So I'll just throw on like leggings or something. So I think I woke her up by singing. Nope, she's dozing. Look at her. I'm looking at her in the monitor. She's snoring. She's congested. She's always congested. Ever since she was in NICU, she's always kind of sounded like this, always very congested. I don't think she's ever come to my house and not been congested. Poor baby, especially when she's got a bottle in her mouth and she's going to sleep because she can't breathe out of her mouth, so she sounds congested. So, okay, let me see what we can talk about. Let me let you know what I did yesterday. Yesterday, I finished the Month in My Life December 2017 vlog. Yay, so that's what's uploading right now. I produced it 3 different times because I had a little bit of music in some of the footage, and so I thought if I turn it way down low, maybe they won't hit me with a copyright thing, but they still did on a song that I didn't even think was copyrighted. It was off of Google. It was like a Spotify song. I didn't think that would be flagged or anything, which, when they sent me the email, they just said, we found a copyrighted song. Don't worry, it's nothing bad against you. We're just letting you know that it's not going to be monetized. So I went and I did away with the Taylor Swift song that was on there and muted it. But then I still got the one for the Spotify, the Google. So I thought, oh, I didn't think that one would be flagged. So I went and did it again and had to re-upload it again. So this is like the 3rd time that I've tried to produce and upload my December vlog on my YouTube channel. So today, I think it's finally gonna work. I just missed a comment from Margaret, but I can't, this hand's holding her and this hand's holding her bottle. She knows how to hold her own bottle, but right now, I think I'm spoiling her because every time I watched her, I usually hold her bottle for her. So I can't see what Margaret's comment was. So we'll get that here in a little bit. So, like I said, I finished that. What did we have for dinner? Adam came home. What did he get for dinner? I don't remember. Oh, I've been feeling like a salad for the last couple of days. I'm going to try to start eating healthier. I've got to. I told myself that when we moved into the new house, I was going to start trying to take care of my health better. I've gained some weight, and I just really don't understand why, because I don't eat very much. And I think I do understand why. I think I'm in perimenopause, the stage right before menopause. The reason I say perimenopause is because I haven't really had like excruciating bad hot flashes yet or anything, but I have had what I call warm flashes. And the only way that I've figured out how to explain it to Adam for him to know how it feels is I explain it as, you know, when you get embarrassed or something and you kind of get flushed, you kind of feel the heat rising to your face. That's kind of what I told him that I feel like. It's not unbearable. It's just like kind of like stops you in your tracks, like, whoa, what's that little warm flash that just came over me, as if I just got embarrassed or something. And I kind of feel it like from right here, that part of the chest up. I don't feel it all over my body. But I started feeling that about maybe 6 months ago, and I started getting light night sweats, and the cycle stopped in June of 2017 for 4 months. But then, so June, July, August, September, October. Oh, yeah, so it stopped from June to October, but then in November, my friend Flo showed up, and then I haven't had another one since. So it's like, I think I'm perimenopause. I know this is kind of probably disgusting for some of y'all to talk about, but it's just really weird that I've been thinking about it a lot. And for the last 2 days on Good Morning America, they've been doing a series on flashes. They're calling it Flash Series or something like that. And they're talking about it, and I'm like, wow, okay. So it is normal to stop your cycle, start it, and then stop it again. So I guess I'm normal. But I'm hearing that a lot of women are starting perimenopause and full-blown menopause like in their 30s. So I'm glad that didn't happen to me at that point. And I know, what's her name? Amy Roebuck says that when she fought cancer, right after that, she then started going through menopause. So it hit her early, and she was in her 30s. Okay, Margaret says, I'm watching you on my TV. Uh-oh, I can't let go of this. But I want to see what your comment says. And I'm crocheting corner to corner baby blanket, but I'm going to have the word love on it, but it's for a boy blanket. Oh, good. So you took my advice and decided to try the C2C. Are you following my my tutorial? And then someone else said hi. I didn't catch the name right after Margaret's comment. So anyway, are any of y'all experiencing menopause, or is that... Okay, so it was Cammie that said hi. Hi, Cammie. Welcome. So are any of y'all experiencing any perimenopause or anything like that? I'm 53 years old, so I guess what they said on Good Morning America yesterday is that the average person, the average woman oh, I got a hair that's itching me and I can't use my hands. The average age is 51, and that's about when it started for me, because I just turned 53, and it started around 51. Maybe not. Maybe the middle of 52 years old. I don't know. So yeah, it's not fun, but it hasn't gotten to the point to where it's excruciating, like where I'm just like actually sweating or anything like that. It just, I feel flushed. I feel a warm flash. Maria says, yes, I'm going through it, and I'm 52. Are you going through full-blown menopause, or is it perimenopause? Is it full-blown hot flashes, or is it what I'm kind of describing as warm flashes? Margaret says, yes, Glama, it's a lot of fun. Yay! So I hope you enjoy the tutorial. And are you going to add a hoodie on yours? It's fairly easy, and I hope I explain it well enough. I had seen lots of C2C blankets on YouTube, but I had never seen anyone put a hoodie on there, so I thought, I'm going to figure out a way to do it. I can do it. I know I can. And I did, and I loved it. So yeah, that's something that's kind of going on in my life right now, is the warm... Okay, so Maria says she's getting just the warm flashes, yeah. And that doesn't bother me that much. I don't like it at nighttime, though, if you wake up, you know, a little sweaty. That part I don't like, because I've always been one who... I say I don't sweat, I glisten, because I never really... You never see sweat beads on my forehead or on my upper lip, or I don't ever have wet underarms on my clothes or anything like that. I don't sweat like that unless maybe I'm working out, and even then I usually just get shiny. So it's just, it really bothers me when I wake up sweating in the middle of the night. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I've been going through. Why did I mention that? Oh, I mentioned it because I can't figure out why I've started gaining weight. And I think I contributed to 2 factors. The fact that I'm always stressed out about my children and my grandchildren. And I know that when you stress out, it produces cortisone, and that in turn gives you a belly fat, and that's kind of where I have it. I have it in my belly, and my thighs, I guess. I don't eat very much, so it must be because of perimenopause. Margaret says, I did, but it's over for me. But when I did, I always needed a fan on me day and night. Okay, so you had it really bad. And I don't know how long it's supposed to last. I don't know if it's supposed to last a year, 6 months, a couple months. I don't know if it's different for everybody. I don't know that much about it, so I need to do a little bit more research. But Adam and I both talked about going to, what is it called? They're always having commercials on it here in Texas. Chris says, hi Leticia, I love your new home. Kisses from Portugal. Hi. What was I saying? There's a commercial it's called HWC. It's kind of like hormone therapy or something, where they put a little teeny tiny incision, very, very, very tiny. I think they call it like little keyhole incisions, like on your back side, down low, on your hip. And they insert between 3 and 4 different little pellets. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp. And supposedly it's supposed to help with the symptoms of menopause and weight gain and sex drive and all that other stuff that starts happening when you go into menopause and perimenopause and stuff. Sorry if I'm rocking so much. Okay, you weren't ready. Okay, I thought maybe you were ready, baby girl. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Chris is the one that said, hi, Leticia. Kisses from Portugal. Henrietta says, yes, I'm experiencing premenopause. I'm 53 with warm flashes and sweaty sometimes. It's hard when everyone else is cold and you're not. Yeah. And usually I'm the one that's always cold and wants the heater on. And I haven't been experiencing anything since, like I said, I had my cycle stop in June all the way to October, and then in November I had 1 month of it, and I haven't had any hot flashes at all. Again, I had them, before, and I haven't experienced any more warm flashes or sweating at night or anything, but it wasn't fun, so I doubt that it's over for me if I didn't really experience hot flashes. But if so, that would be awesome. If I pretty much am done with it. I doubt it though. So okay, Margaret says, no hoodie on my baby blanket. It's my first one doing corner to corner. Ethel says, yes. And then it looks like she retracted her message, but I read it before it got retracted. She had said yes. What was I saying? I don't know. What was I just talking about? My word, I forget easily. Chris says, I don't feel nothing at all, and I'm 52. Oh, so you're not having perimenopause or menopause or anything. That's awesome. Maybe it's going to skip right over you. So I'm hoping that was it for me, but I doubt it. I'm sure I'll be experiencing more, more symptoms. But that's okay. We go through these things. We're the ones that go through childbirth. We're the ones that go through the menstrual cycle. We're the ones that have everything happen to us. But it's worth it when you think about your children and your grandchildren that you were able to produce because of being a woman. So that's cool. So there's 12 viewers in here. Ethel says, yes, with abnormal bleeding. Yes, with abnormal bleeding. So you've had menopause with abnormal bleeding. Like sometimes it's sometimes you have a period, sometimes you don't. 1 month you do, 1 month you don't. And you know what? That brings me to another thing. My whole life has been very sporadic with cycles for me. It's confusing, Ethel says. Yeah, it is. And that's what I was just going to kind of touch on, that when I started my cycle at the age of 13, it was never regular. I would sometimes have 2 periods in 1 month. Sometimes I would skip a month or 2, and then I'd have 1 or 2 that month. It's just always been very sporadic. And so I remember, even though I wasn't sexually active, my mom, I think at the age of 15, took me and put me on birth control to try to regulate the periods, and it did do that, and it also cleared up my acne. Not before it left a bunch of pot marks, though. But well, that's because I picked my acne. But I got off of I didn't like the idea of being on the birth control pills, so I wasn't planning on being sexually active. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, and we believe in sex after marriage, so I wasn't planning on having sex, and I thought, I don't like the idea of being on birth control. So I got off of it, and of course my periods were irregular again, but that's all right. Yeah. So anyway, let me just see. Shell says, I'm 53, mental pause for 3 years, but I'm gaining weight, but I'm not eating half of what I normally eat. Yeah, now did you mean to say mental pause to be funny, or did you mean to say menopause? Because I feel like I have mental pause because I'm so forgetful and everything. So to me, that's kind of funny, even if you didn't mean it as a joke. But yeah, I don't hardly eat very much, and I've gained weight, and so I'm just going to try to eat healthier. I do want to do some research and see if there's some way that I can think, or that I can find as kind of a home remedy or a natural remedy to my weight gain. Like I said, I think a lot of it is because of the cortisone, because of my stress level. I am the type of person that when I hear that someone's not doing well or they're having problems in life, when someone talks to me about them, I don't just hear it and then leave the conversation and forget about it. It sticks with me, and I tend to absorb the issues for myself because I continue to think about it. And I think that that's what I do with my children. When they tell me things that are happening in their lives and they don't know what to do, I don't just offer the suggestions that I offer and then forget about it. I tend to absorb their pain, absorb their stress, and yeah, so I think I need to figure out a way to de-stress. Grasa says, I'm going through it and having hot flashes, and you're 55. You know, I wanted to do this the other day. I don't know what channel I was on, whether it was live on Made with Love, or I think it was the day that I was sitting in front of the formal living room. It was my second day of doing live on Wake Up with Glama, and I wanted to say if we could all say our ages, just so we kind of knew who we were talking to, say our ages and where we came from. But I thought, no, maybe people aren't comfortable saying their ages just because I'm comfortable saying my age. Not everybody is, but it's kind of cool that y'all are telling me your ages right now, because then I know that I'm talking with a lot of women my same age, and I know that I have a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds in my crochet channel, and a lot of like 12-year-olds even. Crochet is not an old woman's sport, an old woman's craft or hobby. Oh, okay, now her mouth is just open, so I know she's done now. Okay, her eyes are a little bit open. Okay, so she's asleep now. Oh, she's so precious. So I'm still trying to remember what I ate. Oh, I was telling y'all that I had been feeling like a salad lately. And so he got me a salad from Wendy's. It was a good salad. It had chicken, it had cranberries in it, had apples, it had some sort of nut. I don't remember what kind of nut it was. What kind of nut was it? I don't know, but it's so good. And then he bought me like a little cup of chili. Ooh, I'm starving right now. I forgot I didn't eat the chili. I still have that in there. So that's all I had was a salad last night, and That's it. And so anyway, and that's kind of typical. If I do eat a burger, which I know burgers aren't good for you, if I do eat a burger, I typically don't eat the whole burger. I cut it in half. I eat half that night, and then I have the other half for lunch the next day, even though it's cold and whatever. I still eat it the next day. So that's why I'm saying it's either menopause or cortisone that's making me gain the weight that I've gained. And my whole life, I've been so skinny to a point that I was embarrassed of how skinny I was. Most of my life I was like 80, 90 pounds, but that was okay because I was only, I'm only 4'11" and a half. So 80, 90 pounds looked okay on me. And then as I got older, after I had my 2 kids, I was 90, 95 pounds. And when I met Adam, I was 95 pounds. That was 13 years ago. We just had our anniversary, January 17th. I was 95 pounds. And then when we got married, exactly on the exact same day that we met, a year later we got married, I was 104. And to me, that was like, oh my goodness, I need to get this weight off. But now I wish I was 104. So yeah, I've been skinny my whole life, so I always thought I was going to be one of those ladies that didn't gain weight, that always struggled to gain weight. I always wanted to gain weight. I wanted to be curvy, and I just wasn't. And I thought, okay, it's just not in the cards for me. And even now that I've gained weight, I don't feel like I'm curvy. I just feel, I feel lumpy. What is that? What does that Latino comedian say? I'm fluffy. What's his name? I don't remember his name. He's so funny. But he says he's fluffy. I feel fluffy and lumpy. Let me get some comments. I know I had comments in here. Okay, I read that one. Margaret says, I'm 55 years old. I'm a Native American Indian, Navajo. I was born here in Utah and raised in Utah. Awesome. Good to get to know you better. And I am Latina of Mexican descent. At least I think so. I would love to do the ancestry thing to find out exactly what I have in me. I bet you we would all be surprised as to what other ethnicities we have running through our veins. But from what I know, I'm Latina and from Mexico. That's where my ancestors are from. And so I always say I'm Mexican. I don't usually say Latina or Latino, but I say it sometimes just to be, I don't know, politically correct. So I think a lot of Mexicans get offended. Mexicans from the United States get offended if someone calls them a Mexican because they're like, hey, we're from America. We're not from Mexico, but that's where our ancestors, or my ancestors, are from. So I don't have a problem saying I'm Mexican. Or you can say Mexican-American or Latina or Hispanic or whatever. But anyway, that's another issue. Yes, that's me. I tend to go from one chapter of the book to the other chapter of the book and then back and forth. I always change subjects back and forth. I've always done that. Henrietta says, it's great to see a very mature group of ladies in here. Do you like to eat sweet kale? I have only tried it once or twice. Finesse likes to... she bakes them in the oven and she loves them. She says she eats them like chips. So I need to try it. I need to give it a go. Grasa says, me too. Mental pause for 2 years. Shell says, I did Ancestry. Really? And were you surprised about what you found? And if so, share it with us if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I would love to try it myself and just see what all I have in me. And maybe that's why I don't know, I can relate to everyone, I think, because I probably have a little bit of everything in me. Very surprised, you said. Yeah, I would love to. And the reason I haven't done it is because I just assume it's really expensive, and I don't know if it is or not. But I would love to try. If it is expensive, I'd love to save up for it just to know and make a video about it, and I can say, hey, I just did Ancestry, or I think there's a couple different companies that do it. I would love to make a video on it and get some dialogue going about it. I think that would be kind of fun. So I've been on 34 minutes. Feel free to share anything that y'all did last night or what your plans are for today. Shell, how are you enjoying your new car? Are you still okay, you know how like when you get a new car, usually you hate to go to the store. Oh, I forgot something, gotta get back in the car and go. You're probably hoping you forgot something, right? So that you can jump back in your car and enjoy it more. Are you at that point still? Oh, my tummy just growled. I'm starving. I'm gonna go eat my chili here in a little bit. Well, I don't know if I can with this one because with her, when she falls asleep, if I even start to stand up, she wakes up and her nap is over. Shell says, yes, I am. Yes, I got that riding fever. Okay, that's a good way to put it, riding fever. Just like when you get a certain car, let's say you got a Toyota Camry or something, and for some reason when you have something new, you tend to notice all the Toyota Camrys around you. Or if you're pregnant, you tend to notice all the pregnant women around you. Or if you just got a new handbag of a certain brand, then you notice all of them. Or if you just got glasses, you notice everybody with glasses. Isn't that kind of, at least that's what I've experienced. I don't know if that's with everyone or if I'm just weird that way. Girl and her game says, had cervical cancer and afterwards my mid-20s and late 20s had hot flashes really bad. You know? Yeah. That's what I was saying about Amy Roebuck. She was just in her 30s and she fought breast cancer, I believe. And she said after that she went full-blown hot flashes, and so she's had hot flashes ever since, and she's still feeling the side effects of having had menopause. And Robin, how can I forget Robin's last name? On Good Morning America. Robin Roberts, that's her name. Yeah, I had a, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, an Alzheimer's moment. Old-timers memory. You know how she went through that bone marrow thing that she went through, bone marrow disease or something, and her sister gave her some of her marrow, and ever since then I guess Robin Roberts also went through menopause and stuff at an early age. I think they're both younger than me, Robin, and obviously Amy is, because she's only in her 30s or 40s. But anyway, what else? After we ate, we just watched TV. Yeah. So yeah, and then today I'm just trying to redo my video, trying to let it upload to, right now it's uploading to my Glam It Up with Glama channel. It's a month in my life, December, and yeah, it's December, all of December, and it snowed, so I show some footage of that. I couldn't find all my footage that I was looking for. I lost footage of Adam actually making a snowman, and so I lost that. I got a part of it after he'd already did the bottom part and the middle part, but I actually got footage of him rolling the initial snowball, and I can't find that footage. But there's also footage of me in there being silly, and we were outside watching a football game and a movie. We took our projector and our 120-inch projector screen, and we hung it from the outside of our porch in Castroville. And so I came up with that idea, and we threw blankets down and put little pillows down for the kids to lay on the floor, and us grown-ups were sitting on chairs and stuff. What was I saying? Why was I talking about that? Oh, that's what's going to be on this. See? Oh my word. That's what's going to be in, that's part of what's in the December vlog. And before we started watching the game, one of my favorite songs growing up was always Brick House. And so that song came on, and I'm like, I scream. I'm like, that's my jam. I get up and I start dancing. I had no makeup on. I had shorts on. I looked awful, and you'll see my belly in that video, and I don't really know how to dance. But and then I started doing the bump. Does anyone remember the dance, the bump, from back when I was like probably 12 years old or whatever? I started trying to teach my oldest granddaughter how to do the bump. So I was goofing around and doing that. So you'll see some goofy stuff on there. The majority of my vlogs, my monthly vlogs, a lot of it is Petrova, because she's like, you know, she lives with us, so she's she's always doing something cute, so I'm always having to capture it. I keep trying to make my monthly vlogs an hour and under, and I just can't seem to do it. I guess I could do it if I just didn't add everything, but when I first started doing this monthly vlog thing in September, I said that I was going to let y'all know everything that was on my phone for that month, so I put everything that's on my phone. I even put in that vlog when I had surgery in December, and don't worry, it was nothing major. It was just it was minor women's surgery, so that's all I'll say about that. So I even vlogged that a little bit. Let's see if there's any new comments. Nope. I guess everyone's just listening. So yeah, for the rest of the day, this is probably all I'm going to do. Well, that's not true. Since that's uploading on Glam It Up with Glama, I'm going to also download it to my, I'm going to download it. No, I don't have to download it. I'm going to upload it to Made with Love. And then I'm going to finish working on my empty house tour video the day that we got the keys and moved in. I took a bunch of footage of that. And if you follow me on Facebook, you've probably already seen little snippets of videos on there because I posted a lot of videos of the day we got the keys and stuff. So if you're interested in seeing it before the video goes up on YouTube, just go to my Glama Wilson Facebook page and you can watch a lot of, just scroll down on my timeline and you'll see footage of when we moved in. And I think I changed my cover photo on Glama Wilson to Adam and I holding up the keys and stuff. So that was fun. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that, and then I need to start making new videos to put up. I've got a couple in reserve that I still need to post, and they're from when I was living in Castroville, so I'll be putting up some videos here in the next month you'll notice that it's not this backdrop, it's my old backdrop from Castroville, but I made the videos, so I want to put them up even though they're older. One of them is a anti-wrinkle cream that is, like, to me, miraculous, that lasts for 2 or 3 hours. So the reason I didn't put that up right away is because the company reached out to me and asked me if they could send me their product and if I could try it out, and if I liked it, do a review on it, or even if I didn't like it, do a review on it. I ended up liking it, and so I made the video, but I contacted them back and asked them if I could offer my viewers a discount in purchasing it, because it's kind of expensive. So I said, is there any way that I can offer my viewers a discount? And so I was waiting back to hear from them. And so do you like using, okay, someone's asking me a crochet question. So they said yes, that they would be happy to offer a discount. So I'm waiting for that code. It's probably going to be like Glama 10 or Glama 20. Oh, they asked me, would you like a 10% discount or a 20% discount for your viewers? And I said, well, of course, 20. I want them to save as much as possible. Not only would it help them, but it's going to help the company too, because they'll get more sales if it's cheaper. So anyway, someone was asking me a crochet question. Henrietta says, do you like using 100% merino wool for crocheting? I don't know if I've used merino wool yet. I think I've had some sent to me. It's a YouTuber that I think came out with her own line of yarn. She sent me 2 or 3, I think it's merino wool. She sent me 2 or 3 little skeins of it, and I haven't tried it yet. Because, like I said, I haven't quite gotten my crochet groove back yet, so that project that I showed you last month where it was blue, dark blue, and I said it was a secret and this and that, that's the first thing I've attempted to crochet in a really long time. So I'm slowly getting into it. I'm just focusing on the house, family, my health, and my beauty channel. And I think I've already thanked a lot of y'all. because ever since I went live 4 or 5 days ago on Wake Up with Glama, I think I've gained like 80 or 90 subscribers in my beauty channel. So yay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I will definitely be getting back into crocheting because it's very relaxing, very therapeutic. Ethel says, I sold 3 leg warmers, gave credit to you for inspiration / patterns. Aw, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people ask me, they'll email me or message me and say, can I sell the projects that I make from your videos? And I always say yes, as long as they don't take credit that it's their pattern. If it's my pattern from my head, you know, that I taught, then you don't need to say the pattern is from Glama. I don't really care about that. I just don't want someone to say, this is handmade, my pattern, my this. I just don't want someone to take credit for the pattern, because a lot goes into creating the pattern in my head and then making it come to fruition by, okay, I've got the pattern, I've got the look in my head, but now how do I put it together, and how do I put it together simple enough that I myself can teach it and someone can understand what I'm saying, what I'm teaching. So I don't mind if y'all crochet my projects and then sell them on Etsy or sell them at craft stores or whatever. Just don't say that it's your pattern. Just if you want to say where the pattern comes from, you can, of course, give me a shout out. I wouldn't mind it. You can say pattern by Glama Wilson or whatever. That would be awesome. Grasa says, oh, like to listen to you. You like to listen to me? In my crochet channels, or right now that we're talking? Henrietta says, it's fantastic. I have some that my sister-in-law gave me from her mom who passed away, but it is so much. I thought maybe you or one of these ladies would like some. Oh, is it like multicolored? Because I'm trying to think if it is merino wool that I got from this YouTuber. But yeah, definitely, if you got so much that you don't know what to do with it, you can definitely send some to my P.O. box, and I'll give you a shout out when I make a project with it. So we still have a P.O. box in Castroville that I'm going to hold on to for a while till I get a P.O. box here in San Antonio. But if any of y'all ever want to send me a letter or a postcard from where you're from or anything, or have a product, if any of y'all have your own businesses and you have a product that you want me to try and talk about on my channel to gain business, just, you know, send me the product to my P.O. box, which is P.O. box. You can just type in Glama Wilson or Leticia Wilson and just send it to P.O. Box 1232, Castroville, Texas 78009, and I'd be happy to try out your product and do a review for my viewers to have the opportunity to purchase your product. So yeah. But even if you just want to say hello or send me a postcard from where you're from, that would be awesome. Henrietta says, it's fantastic. I have some that okay, I already read that. And then she says, some are multicolored, yes. May have your post box. Yes, so you got my post office box just now. I'll say it again for any of y'all that might not have gotten it. It's P.O. Box 1232, Castroville, Texas 78009, and you can either address it to Glama Wilson or Leticia Wilson. Okay, so it's been 48 minutes, guys. I'm gonna say goodbye because she's getting heavy. I need to switch arms, but I'm afraid to move too much and expose myself. And I need to eat my chili because now that I mentioned the chili, I am starving. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here again. And yesterday, did I already say this at the beginning? I might have. I tried to say it this morning when I tried going live, but yesterday, bye-bye, love you too, Grasa. Yesterday when we were talking about serious topics and depression and stuff, and I said, you know, that's what I initially wanted this channel, Wake Up with Glama, to be about. I didn't realize that I hadn't switched accounts. I was still on my Glam It Up with Glama channel because that's the one that I focus on the most to see if it's growing and this and that and to get comments. So I hadn't switched over to Wake Up with Glama, so that whole live event was on Glam It Up with Glama. So then I had to go and upload it to Wake Up and to Made with Love, and yeah. So today I am on Wake Up with Glama. I notice that when I go on Glam It Up with Glama and Made with Love by Glama, I get like 50, 60 viewers. This channel's a lot smaller, so I get at the most maybe 15, 20. So everyone is saying goodbye. Gracia says, bye-bye, love you. Margaret says, have a great day, Glama. Maria says, bye, have a blessed day. Thank you all. Thank you for joining me. And any of y'all that haven't said goodbye yet, I will see y'all tomorrow. Even if it's a short video or a long video, I will be here, either whether it's with makeup or without makeup. Henrietta says, thanks so much. Have a great day. Y'all do the same. And like I always say, don't forget how much I love you guys, and don't forget how much I love talking to you guys. Bye, Shell. And she just said bye, so I said bye, Shell. Let's just be kind to one another. Let's love everybody. Let's not give anybody ugly, nasty looks or comments or anything like that, because we don't know what they're going through in life, and we don't know if maybe they're on the verge, if they're this close to wanting to end their life, and maybe a smile, just a warm smile might make the difference on whether they live or not. And so I know that's kind of a heavy thing to say right now, but guys, like I said, I absorb a lot of things, and I know what's going on in the world right now, and I think about this every day. Kids committing suicide, adults committing suicide because they feel like they have no one in their corner, they have no one who loves them. So any bully, I'm so anti-bully. Any bullies out there that make fun of someone for how they walk, how they look, how they talk, whatever. I mean, it's just so wrong. I don't care what society deems as beautiful or not. We are all beautiful inside and out. God made us. And so even if you're having a bad day, try to make eye contact with at least, I don't know, let's say at least 5 people today, and make eye contact with someone and smile, because it'll make you feel good when they smile back, and you might have just made the difference in their lives as well. Margaret says, I agree with you, Glama. Love to everybody, and you all have a beautiful, wonderful day, and may God be with you all. Awesome. Alrighty, guys, I love you. Don't forget how much, and don't forget to love each other and everyone you come in contact with. Alrighty, guys, bye. Mwah.